Hi, welcome back to another video for OnBase Advanced. My name is Brian Haverkamp and I'm the designer, the creator of OnBase. And in this video we're going to go over the batter card as a part of the at-bat. So in the previous videos we sort of did an overview and then looked at the pitcher card and all the roles that come with the pitcher card. And in this video we're going to go to the batter card. So this is the batter card here. You can see this is Michael Brantley's card. Again, we have our pitch types down the left-hand side. And this first section here on the top represents the safe hit percentages for each batter. Now, this is also broken down against right-handers and left-handers. Remember, the red numbers are for against right-handed pitchers. The black numbers are against left-handed pitchers. So for Brantley in 2019, against right-handed pitchers, 21% of his at-bats went for a single against a fastball. Against an off-speed pitch, 20% went for base hits. You can see his home run percentages here go up as he faces off-speed pitches. He didn't really hit any home runs, not very many home runs against left-handed pitching. So this is one of the things about having these percentages on the cards, is that you can actually look and see, how do I want to attack this batter? Do I want to bring in a left-hander against these next two or three guys? And you can look and see how they actually did. You can see he's got no triples, no doubles. So if you have a pitcher who doesn't throw off-speed pitches, you might not want to bring him against Brantley or some others. Sometimes guys have a hard time with off-speed pitches. Sometimes they have a hard time with breaking pitches. Sometimes they'll pop up fastballs a lot. So you're just kind of looking at the attributes of the player through his actual percentages. So each of these is part of the next role. So I have a pitcher here. So remember, the last role for the pitcher card is, let's say it was in the zone. In the zone, and then the player makes contact, right? So once you finish this roll here, or you do the outside the zone and then there's contact made, now you're going to go over to the batter card to complete the at-bat. So let's say we rolled a 7 against a breaking ball and it's a right-handed pitcher. So we're looking at this number here. So a 1 to 18 is going to be a base hit. 19 to 29 is going to be a double. There's nothing for triple. So 30 to 34 is going to be 30, 31, 32, 33 to 33. Yeah, 30, 31, 32, and 33 are going to be a home run. So if you if it's greater than 33, then there's no opportunity for a direct safe hit, and maybe there will be an opportunity once you go to the fielding matrix to still get a hit, but this just sort of determines, you know, straight away, did the batter get a base hit of some sort. And you can see these are directly correlated and tied to his batting average. So what's his batting average here? His average was 311, so he's gonna be doing pretty well against everything. You can see 21 plus 8 is 29, 30, 33. So he's hitting 333 because these are based on a 1 to 100 scale, right? So these are percentages. So he's batting 333 against fastballs, right-handed fastballs. He's batting 28, 31, so he's batting 310 against left-handed fastballs, so he hits well there. But you can see that he only hits 250 against left-handed breaking balls. So when you're looking at these, you can kind of see and break down what type of player they are. If you're facing Brantley in a tough situation, you want to throw a lefty at him who throws off-speed pitches, right? Either a breaking ball or off-speed. He only hits 170 against off-speed pitches. He doesn't have any sort of power numbers. He might get a single. So that's the damage that's going to be limited to him, and he's actually confined to these numbers. He's not going to be able to break out of these numbers necessarily. So once you figure this out, let's say we did get a base hit against that pitch. For me, I just continue forward to the next batter. And I have my own sort of base running rules, you know. I make everybody go base to base until until there are 2 outs, then everybody gets an extra base. So there are different base running rules that you can employ. You can bring things in from different other games. And then let's say this is a 63, and so clearly that's greater than his safe hit percentage. So then we're going to come down to this last section here, and this last section here is the last one on the batter card before we go over to the fielding matrices. So we would roll here. Again, we're looking at a fastball against right-handed pitchers, and these represent what percentage of fly balls, ground balls, line drives, and pop-ups that the batter hit against both right and left-handed pitching for the different pitch types. So it's a pretty complex little matrix here. And let's say it's a 79, right? So 1 to 24 is going to be a fly ball. 25 to 61 is going to be a ground ball. 62 to 93 is going to be a line drive, and then everything else is going to be a pop-up. So for our 79 example, it's going to be a line drive, and so that's how you figure out what type of contact it is. And then you'll just need to remember the type of contact, because the next roll is going to determine where on the fielding matrix that you go, and this roll here determines which fielding matrix to look at. And you can see, we won't cover that in this video, but you can see that each of these, so here's the ground ball matrix, here's the fly ball matrix, this is for line drives, and this one is for pop-ups. So they're clearly labeled, and you would just use the corresponding matrix with the correct, based on the roll here, based on roll number 6. Okay, so that is working off the batter card. There's a few things to remember here that will come into play. The pull rating is going to come into play on the fielding matrices, and the K value we already saw come into play on the first pitch against the pitcher. So the first pitch is a chance for an auto strikeout or an auto walk, and what this K value does here is it lowers the pitcher's K percentage. So for Greinke it's 23%, and then Brantley is a -10. So for his at bat only, just for Brantley's at bat, he would be working off of a 13%. It would be like he's a 13% strikeout rate pitcher. So you can see how it gives you a little bit of a boost, 10% boost on not striking out, basically. So if the first pitch that Greinke rolled was a fastball in the zone, and let's say this number here, the Z swing number, was 22, normally that would be a strikeout here because it's between 1 and 23. But for Brantley, it wouldn't be a strikeout, because remember, the number he's playing off of is a 13. So it would only be an automatic strikeout at 1 to 13, not 1 to 23. So some guys just are inherently better at avoiding strikeouts, and so we wanted to put that in there to sort of normalize strikeouts for batters who are avoiding strikeouts as well. So that's the batter card. And in the next video, I'll talk about the fielding matrices, and that'll sort of round out the at-bat. You'll have all 3 parts, so pitching, hitting, and fielding. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.